Are we filming?
It's Nora, we're always filming.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be discussing all the health questions that you guys might have about wine. Is it good for you? Is it calorific? Dispelling all the rumours that... Rumours? Is it a rumour?
It is a rumour.
Is it a myth?
Let's find out with our very own health expert, Matt! To kick things off, tell us, Matt, what is in this beautiful glass that we call wine?
Wine is purely made out of grapes, which is a great thing in terms of understanding what's in your drink.
Grapes. Perfect. We can understand that. How many calories will you expect to find in a glass such as this?
175 mils, which is about a medium-sized glass of wine, has around about 120 calories. Compare that to some other things. A pint of beer, which is about the equivalent. A pint of beer is about 200 calories instead. Wine is, if you're looking for what might be considered the lower calorie option, wine's better than beer and a lot better than cider.
It doesn't make you bloated though like beer either, because it hasn't got all the bubbles.
True, and without this table you will be able to see the effects of beer on the human form. And it's better in wine.
It's a shame they couldn't fit our 6-packs in. And what about the other things that we think about when we're looking at like food groups, like carbs, fats, sugars, all that fun stuff?
Unlike what you'd think, wine actually has a lot less sugar, carb and things than it tastes like. But none of that is made by carbohydrates that are in the glass. So if you were to look at the back of a wine bottle, if it were to have a label, you'd be looking at maybe 1 gram per glass, if it's a large glass, even no carbs at all in a small glass. It really is very low carb, it's keto friendly, unlike with beer or cider.
So for everyone adopting the no carbs before marbs diet, you are safe with the wine. Great news. And is there a difference between sort of like your whites, your reds, and your weds?
White, reds and rosés.
Your whites, reds and rosés. Is there a difference between your whites, reds and your rosés, or is it all pretty much
There is pretty much no difference at all. So definitely in terms of calories, carbs and fats and proteins that are in the glass anyway, there's no difference. There's a small amount more vitamins and minerals and things called antioxidants in red wine.
I feel like everyone throws that word around, like antioxidants, but do we really know what it means? But if it's good for you, then I'll take it.
Antioxidants, it could be good for you. We're not a health channel, it doesn't matter. It's just vitamins and minerals, and some of those can be seen as helpful antioxidants.
Brilliant. We've discussed a little bit about the general healthiness of wine. Let's think about some of the myths, if you like, that we hear about wine and find out if they're actually true or if they're just rubbish. Red wine is good for the heart. I really hope so please give us a good answer.
Are we talking like the metaphorical heart and the soul, or are we talking
I think we already know that red wine is definitely good for the soul, but in terms of the actual physical heart, is it any good?
It's one of those things of there is no alcohol that is healthy. It's not great for your system, which is why we have limits on how much you should have. But in terms of heart health, there is various studies that show that red wine particularly has a lot of things called HDLs, which are a type of cholesterol that is good. So there's 2 types of cholesterol, one is bad, one is good, and the good one gets rid of the bad one. And red wine has more of the good cholesterol. So there is some evidence of heart health with red wine, but it's still alcohol is still maybe not good for you. A glass a day, not really a problem, and could be quite good for you.
Glass a day keeps the doctor away. Sulfates. A lot of people talk about sulfates. I think a lot of people think that sulfates is what gives them a hangover. Is there any truth in that?
You can almost definitively answer what gives you a hangover, and it's the amount of wine that you're drinking. You'll see it on the bottle, it'll say it contains sulfates, and pretty much every bottle of wine has that. They add a little bit in order to stabilise the wine after it's ready to go in the bottle. Only 1 in 100 people have a reaction to sulfates, and of those people, kind of almost all of them have an allergic style reaction rather than a hangover style reaction.
Fair enough. If there was going to be one wine that you think is the healthiest of them all, there would be red, white, rosé, sparkling, what would it be?
So, and this is a really fun one, the absolute best wine for you in terms of calories, carbs, everything to do with that, champagne. You can't beat it. Apart from the workout that you get when you've got to open a bottle, you also get lower levels of alcohol, 12 rather than 14%, get lower calories as a result, and you have, because it's so dry, absolutely no carbs in a glass.
Love that! So champagne every day, kids.
Everyone.
You heard it here first. So overall, I think the general theme is that wine can be good for you if you don't drink it by the bottle load, so everything in moderation and we'll be alright.
Yeah, that's about it. If you're keto, wine's a good option for you. If you want something that is lower calorie than having lots of beers, it's good for you. It's worth kind of testing out that theory on the hop. 1 small glass a day, see how it goes, consult your doctor.
But don't tell your doctor that we told you that, because we're not professionals. So we've learned a little bit about how healthy wine is, and it doesn't seem too bad. So keep drinking in moderation, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers!